Hi friends, good evening. Welcome to Great Valley Academy. Today we are going to discuss a sum from non-profit organization. The sum goes like this. Following is a receipts and payment account for an entertainment club for the period 1st April 2015 to 31st March 2016. Receipts and payment account for the year ended 31st March 2016. In this question, they have given the receipts and payment account and there are few additional information. So we need not worry that the sum is so long or we need not get panic while reading the question. It is very much simple and easy to do. So we will first go through the additional information. So it would be easy for us to start with the sum. So the first additional information given is the club has 225 members, each paying an annual subscription of 500. Subscription outstanding as on 31st March 2016 is rupees 15,000. The next point is telephone bill outstanding for the year ended 2015-16 is rupees 2,000. The third point is locker rent for rupees 3,050 outstanding for the year 2014-15 and rupees 1,500 for 15-16. The fourth point is outstanding salary for the year ended 31st March 2016 is rupees 4,000. Opening stock on Opening stock of printing and stationery is rupees 2,000 and the closing stock of stationery is rupees 3,000 for the year ended 2015-16. The sixth point is on 1st April 2015, our other balances were rupees 3,000 and sports fund is rupees 15,000. And the last point is depreciation on furniture and building is 12.5% and 5% respectively, assuming that it is on the reducing balance method for the year ended 31st March 2016. Now we need to prepare the income and expenditure account and the balance sheet as on that date. So we will first begin with the sum with the receipt side. So as we all know that any transaction which is in the receipt side of the receipts and payment account will be either be in credit side of income and expenditure account or in the liability side of the current year's balance sheet. So the opening cash balance, the balance brought down, that is the cash balance of 27,500 and bank balance of 60,000 will be the asset in the opening balance sheet. So first we will go and input that. So we have a cash balance and bank balance. We have a bank balance of rupees 60,000 and cash balance of rupees 27,500. So in total, we have a balance of 87,500 in the opening. And the next point is the membership fees. The membership fees for 2014-15 is 12,500, 15-16 is 1 lakh, and 16-17 is rupees 10,000. But there is an adjustment given here. The club has overall 225 members, each paying an annual subscription of 500 each. So we will do a small adjustment or calculation in order to find what is the value of subscription for the current year. So there are 225 members in total. We have 225 members and each will be paying an annual subscription of rupees 50. So the total subscription received will be 225 into 50, which is nothing but 225 into 50 is sorry, it's 500, not 50, it's 500. So 225 into 500. So the total will be 1,12,500. But when you see the receipts and payment account for the year 2015-16, we have received a subscription of rupees 1 lakh. So the total subscription to be received in the year is 1,12,500, but out of which we have received rupees 1 lakh. So the total outstanding subscription for the current year, that is as on 31st March 2016, is rupees 12,500, which is an income. So by subscription, so we have received amounting to 1 lakh and there is an outstanding subscription. So the outstanding subscription has to be added. So add outstanding subscription. What is the value of outstanding subscription? The total subscription received to be received is rupees 1,12,500, out of which we have received 1 lakh. So the outstanding subscription would be 12,500. So if you add this two, we will get rupees 1,12,500. And the next point is the sale of furniture. In case of sale of any asset, we just need to calculate is there any loss or profit from the sale of the asset. In this case, the book value of the furniture is rupees 8,000 and the selling price is rupees 10,000. So there is a profit of 2,000. So the profit is an income. So we need to credit in the income and expenditure account. Right? Sale of by sale of furniture. In bracket, you can even note that for better understanding, 10,000 minus 8,000. So in total, we have a gain of rupees 2,000. So next point will be sale of foodstuffs. Here there is a sale of foodstuffs. In the corresponding payment side, we do have the foodstuff for restaurant amounting to 60,000. So what we can do is this foodstuff both are the related items. So there is an income of rupees 1 lakh as well as there is an expense of rupees 60,000. So we can knock off this both 1 lakh and 60,000 and we can show only the difference amount in the income or expense. As we can easily identify that our income is more than the expense, it has to be credited in the income and expenditure account. So sale of foodstuffs, sale of stuffs, sale of foodstuff is rupees 1 lakh, and the expenditure amounting to rupees 60,000 is related to this. So we will subtract that less foodstuff for restaurant. So the foodstuff for restaurant is minus 60,000. So when we net this, we will be having an income of rupees 40,000, which will be credited in the income and expenditure account. So the next point is the sale of periodics. As we all know that the sale of periodic is a revenue in nature, we will credit this in the income and expenditure account. Sale of periodics, we have an income of 3,200. And the next point is hire of ground used for marriage. So there is an income which is arrived from letting out the ground for the marriage purpose. This is also a kind of recurring income. So we need to credit this in the income and expenditure account. So we have an income of 48,750. Okay, the next point is the donation for sports fund. As we all know that donation for sports fund is a specific donation. It has to be shown under the liability side of the current year's balance sheet. And there is and even in the adjustment, there is a value of 15,000 in the sports fund, which means in the opening balance sheet, we have a sports fund amounting to 15,000. If there is any expenditure relating to the sports fund, we need to adjust that. And the next point is the locker rent. Locker rent, we do have an adjustment for the locker rent. So the locker rent is 17,050 rupees, and the adjustment is we have the opening outstanding as well as the closing outstanding. So the meaning of the opening outstanding is we are being receiving the opening outstanding which has been included in this 17,050 rupees. So as we follow the accrual basis accounting concept, we have to exclude the amount which is received for the previous year. So less opening outstanding. So what is the value of opening outstanding is 3,050 rupees. 3,050 rupees. This we have to subtract it because this income relates to previous year and we are assuming that income relating to the previous year has been received in the current year and subtracting that. And we have to add the closing outstanding. Closing outstanding. So the closing outstanding is 1,500, which means there is still outstanding for 1,500 rupees for the current one. So in total, we will be accounting 15,500 as an current year income. So with this, our receipt side total comes to an end. Like we have done the adjustment for all the receipt side items. So we will now move on to the payment side. The first one is the salary. Salary is rupees 24,000. So from 24,000, there is also an adjustment which is outstanding salary for the current year is 4,000. So we need to add the outstanding current year outstanding. Add outstanding salary, which is rupees 4,000. So in total, we have expense of salary expense of rupees 28,000 in the current year. So the next point is the electricity bill. So the electricity bill is rupees 21,000. We don't have any adjustment to the electricity bill, so directly we can show as 21,000. And the next one is the food stuff. Already this food stuff we have shown as in the payment side, in the income side, subtracting that from the income. So again, we need not do any adjustment to the food stuff. The next point is the telephonic bill. So the current year we have paid amount of rupees 35,000 for telephone bill, and also there is an adjustment relating to the telephone bill. There is a current year outstanding of rupees 2,000 which we have to pay, so we need to add the current year outstanding. So we have outstanding of rupees 2,000. So in total, our current year expense on telephone bill will be 37,000. And the next point is subscription for periodics. This subscription for periodics is an recurring expenditure. So we need to show in the expenditure side of the current year, income and expenditure account. So subscription of periodics, we have 14,500 rupees. The next point is printing and stationery. We have made a payment for printing and stationery amounting to 13,000. Which is 13,000. And also we have an adjustment. The adjustment is we have opening stock of stationery amounting to 12,000 and closing stock of stationery amounting to 3,000. So in when we consider this printing and stationery as a stock, we need to debit the consumption, the value of consumption as an expenditure. So in order to find the value of consumption, the formula will be opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. So we are going to add the opening stock which is rupees 2,000 and subtract the closing stock less closing stock which is rupees 3,000. So our consumption value will be 12,000 rupees. And the main important point we need to note here is we need to show this opening stock in the opening balance sheet and the closing stock in the closing balance sheet, which will which we will show it simultaneously. So opening, printing and stationery. In opening, we have a value of rupees 2,000. So similarly, in closing balance sheet also we have a value of rupees 3,000. So you can even make a note that anything which is in the adjustment will have a two impact, which means we will show in the income and expenditure account also, and as well as the closing balance sheet and opening balance sheet. So the next point is the sports expense. So there is a sports expense of rupees 50,000. The very important point to keep in mind here is we have a donation for sports fund. So when there is a donation for sports fund, any expense for that will be from the sports fund. So we have an expense of 50,000, and here in the current year we have received a donation of rupees 25,000, and there is an opening sports fund for rupees 15,000. So what I'm going to do is this sports fund will first show in the opening balance sheet. Sports fund is rupees 15,000, which is a liability. Always the funds are liability. That too, if it is a specific donation, it should be shown under the liability. So there is an expense, and correspondingly we have an income. We can offset that expense with the income available with the non-profit organization. So there is a sports expense amounting to 50,000, and we have a fund. Opening fund value is opening fund. We have value of rupees 15,000, and in current month we have a donation for sports fund is rupees 25,000. So the donation for sports fund is 25,000. So in total, if you see, we have an income of rupees 40,000, whereas our expense is 50,000. So what we will do here is our net expense is only rupees 10,000. Our net expense is only rupees 10,000. Why this is 10,000? There is an expense of 50,000 as well as there is an income of 40,000. So when we net off both the income and expense, there is an expense. The expense is more by rupees 10,000. So we will show only the 10,000 in the income and expenditure account. And the next point is secretary's honorarium. So honorarium is also a recurring expenditure. So we will show this expenditure in the current year income and expenditure account. So the honorarium is amounting to rupees 30,000. So the next point is 8% investment. As we all know that the investment is an asset, and which is the investment is made on the close of the account, that is 31/3/2016. So there, we should not calculate any interest as the close of account and the investment date is same. There will be no interest provided for this 8% investment, and the 8% investment is an asset will be shown, which will be shown in the closing balance sheet. Simultaneously, we can show that also. So 8% investment, we have 1 lakh rupees. So the next point is the balance carried down. This balance carried down is the closing cash balance which is available with the NPO, non-profit organization. So this closing balance will be shown under the current year closing balance sheet. We have a balance of 21,500 in cash and 45,000 in bank. So we will show it in the current year balance sheet. We have a cash balance of rupees 21,500 and bank balance of rupees 45,000. So in total, we have a balance of 66,500 rupees. So as far as this receipts and payment account, we have done the adjustment to all the items. So now let us see any other. We have left only one adjustment relating to this, which is depreciation. So depreciation is a non-cash expense which will not be shown in the receipts and payment account, but we have to show it in the income and expenditure account as an expenditure. So depreciation, we have to calculate depreciation for furniture and the building. For furniture, the depreciation percentage is 12.5, and for the building, the depreciation percentage is 5%. Before going to depreciation, we will record the values of the assets which are as on 1st April 2015. This value will be shown in the opening balance sheet. Furniture we have for rupees 1 lakh, and building we have for 6,50,000. Building is amounting to 6,50,000. And we have a sports fund of 15,000, which we have already shown in the liability side of the opening balance sheet. Okay. While calculating the depreciation, we need to be very much careful because the opening value of the furniture is rupees 1 lakh and We have made a sale of furniture valuing rupees 8,000, and we need to find the value of closing furniture also. So our calculation on the depreciation for furniture will be, we have an opening value of furniture amounting to rupees 1 lakh. Opening value of furniture is rupees 1 lakh, and we have made a sale of rupees say 8,000 of furniture. So less sales, the sale value is 8,000. So we are selling a value of 8,000 furniture. So automatically the value of furniture will be reduced by the extent of 8,000. So we have only 92,000 worth of furniture now. Now we have to calculate depreciation at 12.5 percentage on 92,000. So our calculation will be 92,000 into 12.5 percentage. So 92,000 into 12.5 percentage will be 92,000 into 12.5 percentage will be 11,500. So the value of depreciation for furniture is 11,500. So the depreciation for furniture is 11,500. For calculation, you can refer this working notes. And now we have to find the depreciation for building. So the value of opening value of building is rupees 6,50,000. So we have to find the depreciation at 5 percentage on 6,50,000. Depreciation at 5 percentage. So we should not calculate wrongly, like we should not consider this 12.5 percentage for depreciation. For building, the depreciation percentage is 5 percentage. So 6,50,000 into 5 percentage will be 32,500. So for building, the depreciation is 32,500. So in total, the total value of depreciation will be 44,000. So in credit side, we have a total of 2,21,950, whereas in debit, we have a total only amounting to 1,96,500. So the credit side total, the income side total is more than the expenditure side total. So we have a surplus. The value of surplus will be 2,21,950 minus 1,96,500. We have a surplus of 25,450. This surplus will be added to the capital fund in the closing balance sheet. Okay, now we shall solve the opening balance sheet. So we need to be very much careful while we are handling the subscription. In the statement, they have given that subscription outstanding as on 31st March 2016 is 15,000, which means in the current year we have outstanding for 12,500, and the total outstanding as on 31st March 2016 is 15,000. So we have to interpret the statement very much carefully. For the previous year, we have received the subscription for 12,500. The for 2014-15, for 2014-15, in current year, we have received 12,500. And the current year outstanding subscription is also only 12,500. Then there is an excess of rupees 2,500 outstanding, which has been shown in this statement, which means our previous year outstanding subscription is 15,000. So outstanding subscription is, we are liable to receive that. We are obliged to receive that subscription from the subscribers. So the previous year we have received 12,500. In current year we have only 12,500 as outstanding. So there is an excess amount of 2,500 which is being included in subscription which is outstanding as at 31st March 2016, which means still 2014-15 subscription is outstanding amounting to rupees 2,500. So which we can conclude that in 2015 we had an outstanding subscription of 15,000. In 2015 we had an outstanding subscription of 15,000, and in current year also we have an outstanding subscription of 15,000, which is, I will show you the split. Outstanding subscription 2015-2016 is rupees 12,500, and 2014-2015 is 2,500, which means we are yet to receive 2,500 rupees which belongs to 31st March 2015. So in total, the outstanding subscription is 15,000 rupees as on 31st March 2016. And the next point will be there was an opening locker outstanding. Locker outstanding is an income. Any income which has not been received will be an asset. So opening locker rent will be shown in the opening balance sheet. So locker rent opening, there was an outstanding amounting to 3,050, and in closing also we have an outstanding locker rent amounting to rupees, we can find it here, 1,500. So the next point, telephone bill is outstanding in the current year which is amounting to rupees 2,000. Telephone bill outstanding in the current year is 2,000. Locker rent, we have done the adjustment. Outstanding salary for the current year. Outstanding salary, we have 4,000 rupees. All this has to be shown in the closing balance sheet, because one we are showing in the income and expenditure account and the other leg has to be shown in the closing balance sheet. So the stock, we have already shown the stock in the opening balance sheet, closing balance sheet. Also we have done the adjustment in the income and expenditure account, and the opening asset we have shown in the opening balance sheet, and depreciation we have provided it in the income and expenditure account. So with this, now we can close the opening balance sheet. So opening balance sheet, we have a total of 8,57,500 in the asset side, and in liability side we have only 15,000 rupees. So the difference will be the capital fund. So the difference will be the capital fund. So how to find the difference? The total of asset minus total of liability will be the capital fund. 8,57,550 minus 15,000, which is nothing but 8,42,550. 8,42,550 will be your capital fund. So this capital fund has to be shown in the closing balance sheet, and we will make some adjustment, that is we will add the surplus amount along with the capital fund in order to find the closing capital fund. So my capital fund is rupees 8,42,550. Along with the capital fund we have to add the surplus. So our surplus will be rupees 25,450. 25,450. So when we add this, the closing capital fund will be 8,68,000 rupees. 8,68,000 rupees. And in the closing balance sheet, we have to show any subscription which is been received in advance. For 2016-17, we are being receiving rupees 10,000 in the current year itself. So until 2016-17, it is our liability. So subscription received in advance will be our liability. Subscription received in advance rupees 10,000. And we have to make the adjustment for furniture and building along with the depreciation. So the closing value of furniture will be furniture. We have opening value of rupees 1 lakh less sales. Sale value is rupees 8,000 less depreciation. For furniture, we are providing a depreciation of rupees 11,500. So we have to subtract this 8,000 and 11,500. So our closing value of furniture will be 80,500. Our closing value of furniture will be 18,500, and building we have opening value of of 6,50,000. So less depreciation. We have a depreciation amounting to 32,500. So we have to subtract the depreciation from the opening value. So our closing value will be 6,17,500. 6,17,500. And we have shown the investment already. So our balance sheet will tally automatically, that is without making any adjustment. So we can see our closing our balance sheet tallies with 8,84,000 as total. So this is a self check also, like if the balance sheet tallies on its own without making any adjustment to the liability or the asset side, our answer is 100% correct, and we can assure that the full mark will be given to this question. So hope you understood how to solve a problem from non-profit organization. This is Gokul. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share and subscribe our channel for more information and videos.